What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your mom's Toxic Gamer 331, back at it with another video. And today we are going to be doing our spoiler thoughts on the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie. If you have not seen it, beware of spoilers. So this is your spoiler warning. And we got the boy Ace with me at Skaduwee. He's live right now, so be sure to check him out. But I'm just going to be doing a video today, so yeah. But before we get to the actual video itself, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 200 subscribers, just 30 away now. And really, how about you boys who did subscribe? That also goes for people that, was that voice crack?
Yeah.
And that also goes for people that have been watching my channel for a while and haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to like the video if you like my toxic movie review. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss the occasion when I upload. Also, do share the video because that'll also help me out. And do feel free to comment as well. And do check out Ace's YouTube channel at Skaduwee to subscribe to him as well.
Oh, 1 second, Lucas. I had to stop the stream because I couldn't fix. I'm trying to fix the camera right now.
Okay.
1 second. It's like being really weird.
We can just film the video. We don't have to make it live if you don't want to. I'll probably even want to this.
Alright. I'm gonna do a transition. So transition and Shazam.
Rise of the Beast. Spoiler review. So yep, that's your spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to go check it out. Guys. Okay, so yeah, today we're live with he's not live, but I'm live with Toxic Gamer 331. So yeah, what do you think of them? What do you think of Transformers: Rise of the Beast, Lucas?
I thought it was good. I think better than most of the other Transformers sequels. But I think it did have some issues, but I didn't think it bugged me, because on my Transformers ranking, I put it 3rd favorite, so, because, like, I thought the action set pieces were quite good. It kind of gave me Avengers Endgame vibes, that final battle did for me. What other stuff? Also, I thought I liked how they used the Autobots in this, and I wish we got more of the Maximals, but that's okay though. And also, I didn't really like the character development for the human characters, except for Anthony Ramos's character. So yeah.
Yeah, and for me, for what I liked with the movie, I really liked the character development of the main dude. He was pretty cool. And I really liked his relationship with
his brother.
Oh, not his brother. I didn't like that. I was okay with that. I was talking about the Autobot.
Oh, you're Mirage?
Yeah. But, yeah, Mirage is what his name was. And then I also liked a lot of the characters that were included in this one, like RC, and I liked a lot of the Autobots, and, you know. And one last thing I liked about the movie was that we got to see, you know, Unicron, because he's a pretty cool villain.
Yeah. So, let's start at the beginning of the movie, I guess. So the beginning of the movie starts off with a flashback to, like, I don't know what year it was, but the Maximals, basically, when they were attacked by, I forgot what the opposite version of them was called, like the evil Maximals or whatever.
I can't remember the name.
Well, anyways, basically, so they end up killing Optimus Primal's father. I think that was his father, right?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. They didn't really explain that.
So basically, they killed the Scourge, the main villain in this, killed him in, like, a jiffy. Literally, like, just one slash, not even a big battle, one stab, and that's it. And then I thought a really cool aspect of the Scourge character was that how he basically, when he kills Autobots, he, like, takes the thing off their, like, forehead, the logo, and then puts it on, like as a trophy on him. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he reminded me of this one character from one of the shows that took he took trophies from the Autobots and the Decepticons. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that, you know what that also reminds me of? Remember when Predator, when he got, like, a bunch of, like, different kills, he, like, marked himself or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, killed a certain creature, he did that. So that, I thought that was a little cool callback. Then we go to modern, well, not really modern day because it's the 90s. And the soundtrack for this was actually pretty good. I don't think it was as great as the 80s soundtrack for the Bumblebee, but it was really good. And you follow Anthony Ramos's character, as I said, the main character. And he's basically, him and his family are struggling, and he's trying to find a way to basically help his family, really. So, help his, like, brother that has, like, a sick illness, and he's trying to get a job, and it keeps on not working. And basically, I thought that was a good, like, arc or whatever for him, but, I thought I didn't like the brother, to be honest. I thought he was a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't like how they used him in this. And then, basically, Autobots are looking for a half of a key, and it's in a museum that archaeologist girl has, and just found out that it's a key or whatever. So, and she ends up getting thrown into the mix and is trying to hunt the key back down and save it or whatever. So yeah, and then we have the first battle where Bumblebee ends up dying for about like most of the film, but then he eventually comes back, which we'll get to. But yeah, I had that spoiled for me. I saw like Bumblebee death when I was scrolling on my YouTube phone or whatever, and I saw, oh, Bumblebee death, and I was going like, no, if I got spoiled again. And plus, I already knew he wasn't fully dead because they did this. What do you mean? Like how I?
You didn't know you knew he was fully dead.
Like, I knew he wasn't fully dead, because I knew they wouldn't kill him off, because they did that with Optimus Prime in Revenge of the Fallen, remember? Where he was, like, dead for, like, most of the movie, then he came back at the end.
Yeah.
And then later, they end up doing that with Mirage, too, for a second, but then he comes back. Then we go to the main battle, where they end up, basically, after that, they take a plane ride to, I don't know what the place is called, but they're trying to basically find the other half of the key, and they find it in a museum. And I thought some of the creature designs for, like, the evil Autobots that, like, they're little pets, I thought they were pretty creepy. Like, you remember the little things or whatever that were, like, spider-like? I thought those were pretty creepy. They did some cool creature designs for that. And then that eventually led to, what did that lead to after? Then Anthony Ramos's character and the girl ended up escaping, and Ares ended up finding all of the Autobots, basically the bird or whatever, the big bird robot. And then she brings them to the other Maximals, which apparently they thought she was dead over these years. So, yeah.
Yeah, one more, about, I felt like, you know, how the bird died, I thought that was pretty cool, you know, like, there's a sense of loss in that part, you know?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting how they killed her off. Basically, the Max...
I wish they killed off one of the good, like, the Autobots, though.
Yeah.
It felt like, it felt like more, because in every other Transformers movie, at least one Autobot's died.
Yeah, and this decides to follow Ares, and she, like, starts to twitch randomly every single now and then, because since her last battle was Scourge, and, like, she ends up, like, becoming rusty and getting taken control by him. And I thought it was pretty shocking that they, like, made Optimus Primal, like, have to kill her or whatever. He had to, like, kill his friend and whatever. I thought that was quite impactful. So, yeah, that's quite a crazy thing they did. And basically they said, oh, I'm gonna avenge Ares or whatever. And they end up going to the final battle where they end up facing Scourge and his cronies. So, yeah. And what other stuff can I think of? Yeah, and then we have the big final battle, which gave me a bunch of Avengers Endgame vibes. Like, especially the color, like how the place was lit. It was kind of like dark. I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. And then afterwards, what else happened then afterwards? Oh, it's okay. And basically they have the big final battle where Bumblebee ends up coming back. No surprise there. He's the most popular Transformer, so no wonder why they didn't bring him. No wonder why they brought him back. Then also in the fight, what else? Scourge and Optimus are fighting on top of the big building or whatever, and Anthony Ramos' character and the main girl are trying to get to the console or whatever, and trying to type the password or whatever. Trying to stop the machine from sending locations to what's the big planet eater thing, Unicron, right?
Yeah, Unicron.
So basically, they end up stopping that while the other Transformers and Maximals end up facing everybody else. And I thought it was pretty cool how they how Scourge's death was, how Optimus Prime just killed him. I thought that was cool to see the dark version of Optimus Prime in that scene, where he puts his face against the molten lava or whatever and then rips his head off. That was pretty cool. And oh wait, I'm forgetting stuff. And also I thought it was
remember how he said that earlier? He's like, oh god, he said he was talking about how he's gonna take out his head.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I thought also it was interesting how they added the human human Autobot skins or whatever, where Mirage basically gave his some of his mechanical parts to the main dude, and he got superpowers all of a sudden. I thought that was interesting that they did that.
That was interesting, but it was also a weird choice to make.
Yeah.
It was definitely an interesting take, but it just felt kind of sad. Not really, I didn't like it, but the CGI was pretty bad for the suit.
Yeah, I think that was the only iffy CGI I had, was the suit. I think that was the only iffy.
It just looked like he was actually wearing a suit. It looked like it looked CGI, you could tell.
Yeah, that was the only bad CGI part I had with it. Then all the Autobots and Maximals win. Unicron gets sent back to wherever he came from, basically, and they win. Happy days, and you later catch up with Anthony Ramos' character, and he comes back to his family. They all hug it out. Then it eventually leads to him interviewing for a job interview too, which this is a big one. It's revealed that the project or whatever, how the people know all about all the Autobots and stuff, is because the group is G.I. Joe. Which, Ace, you haven't seen any of the G.I. Joe movies, right? Ace? Wait, hang on. Wait, I'll call him back. Hang on a second. Technical difficulties. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. It just random Ace's phone died, so yeah.
Am I still on? Hold up. Is it still working? Is it still working?
I brought up the G.I. Joe on my video.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was interesting that they did that, because apparently I found out that G.I. Joe and Transformers did do some collabs together in comics, which I never read the comics, I just saw them. And I was talking about how wait, so have you seen the G.I. Joe movies, yes or no?
No.
So the only two I've seen is the movies that aren't the Snake Eyes prequel, which I've heard the Snake Eyes prequel was pretty bad. I think the the G.I. Joe movies are okay, but they're not really great or good, I don't think. But they're okay for what they are, I think. And I think it's interesting that they did this because when Anthony Ramos's character got some of Mirage or whatever, where like he got the robot skin, I was going like, that kind of reminds me of suits that they wore in G.I. Joe. So that might be like what suits they can work with for the government or whatever. And hopefully this means that they're going to reboot the G.I. Joe movies, because those movies are not really great, to be honest. Hopefully they reboot it. I'm not like a huge G.I. Joe fan, but I'll watch the movies and stuff. But yeah. And there's a theory going around. So remember John Cena's character from the Bumblebee movie, Ace?
Yeah.
There's theories right now that he's going to be the leader, which I wouldn't mind that. I thought think that would be a really cool idea. And basically, Anthony Ramos got gifted the card or whatever, which I thought was interesting, so.
Yeah.
And then there's only like one mid-credit or whatever where basically, what's the dude's? Mirage basically isn't dead, and he's still alive, which didn't surprise me at all either. So, yeah. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to die, like a brief feeling, but then I was going like, nah, they wouldn't do that. So, yeah. Overall, I said this in my regular review. For my Toxic Mita, I gave it a Toxic Goodness and a B-, because I thought it was better than most of the other Transformers sequels. I'm looking at you, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. And so, what'd you think of it, Ace? Like, what's your score, and what'd you like?
I would say, out of all the Transformers movies, I think it's up there with the other. I think it's Transformers 1 is the best, obviously. But I can't decide whether or not this beats. I know Bumblebee and Transformers are like some of the tops, and I think I like Transformers 2 and 3. I think this one would be 3, but it would be okay. So I think it'd be 1, then 2, then Bumblebee, then this one, and then 3. I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, in my ranking, I put Bumblebee first, and I put Age of Extinction last. I put it over The Last Night. Yes, I did. I think both of them are bad, but Age of Extinction, I remember some stuff I liked about Last Night, but Age of Extinction I didn't like at all. But I think both of them are bad. And I was saying on my ranking, I was saying, I bet Ace is going like, why did you put Last Night last? Why didn't you put Last Night last? And I still think both of them are bad, so, yeah. And pretty much all the other movies are either okay or good or above that, which, yeah, so, yeah. So what's your score, like, in letter form? A+, A-, B+, B-, C+, C-, or an F? What are you gonna give it?
I think I'll give it a B-.
Same as you, boy. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this spoiler review of Transformers Rise of the Beast with the boy Ace at Skaduwee on YouTube. Be sure to check him out. But before I get into the actual ending of the video itself, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because number 1, it's absolutely free. Number 2, we're on the road to 200 subscribers, just 30 away now. Really help out your boy if you did subscribe. That also goes for people that have been watching my channel for a while and haven't subscribed yet. And do subscribe to Ace's YouTube channel, because he's on the road to 100 subscribers. He just hit 55, so he's 45 away now, so be sure to help him. Don't forget to like the video if you like my toxic movie reviews. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications and notification when I upload. Also, do share the video, because they'll also help me out, and do feel free to comment as well. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.